Hi, my name is EJ Massa. AirJoe sent me another grill, and I guess I'll review it, especially since the last cheap grill review went so well.
Oh, the leftover wood is on fire. This is fine. So here it is. Saojim. Just rolls off the tongue.
It's almost like the Chinese just push a button and it randomly comes up with a brand name. Like they push it and all of a sudden you got Reftinkolek. Reftinkolek. Okay, we got a brand name, so now let's flood the Amazon market with products that infringe on American patents.
Joe included a note here. I saw the newest EJ Cooks and felt bad that the grill didn't work out. I then realized the problem with it. It wasn't portable enough. Hopefully this one works out. Joe. I don't think I've ever felt this much dread in my life. Opening it up and, did they send me a briefcase by accident? This can't be a grill. Looking at the instructions and yes, it does transform into a grill. And the instructions are in very elegant English. Make sure the charcoal bowel stretch into the BBQ body and the fire bowel border is just fit on the BBQ grill.
I don't need my charcoal bowel stretched anywhere, thank you. I'm pretty sure it's not even allowed on YouTube. Could get flagged.
Other than the broken English, I think this is self-explanatory. Oh, there's a few notes on the bottom. It can't be used until all the parts are assembled. Okay, fair enough. Yada yada. Be environmental. Take away all the garbage, especially the white trash.
Why do I get the feeling that these instructions are personally attacking me?
Open the thing up and all the parts are in the briefcase in bubble wrap. The case itself feels very sturdy actually. The quality already feels miles better than the previous cheap grill. In looking at the Amazon listing, it's $40 and it seems like it has a very decent 4-star rating. So it's not poorly reviewed. It stands open like this with little feet that fold out. There's the charcoal basket and grate. Again, feels much more sturdy and durable than the last grill sent to me. I have a feeling these won't warp after one use. The charcoal basket rests right in the briefcase. It looks pretty good with the chrome plating, which hopefully won't poison me. The grate is a tad difficult to put on. It takes some coaxing to fit into place. It fits snugly, almost too snugly. So I can see it being a problem if you need to add more charcoal. But the cool thing is when you're all done, you can grab the whole charcoal basket with the handles for easy disposal. Then you can place all the pieces back into the briefcase and easily take it to your next picnic, I guess.
So white trash comments aside, my first impressions of this grill are relatively positive. Maybe that's a product of my low expectations from the last cheap grill review, but for what it is, a hibachi style grill that's portable, doesn't seem that bad. But there's only one way to find out. That's right, I'm gonna make some ribs, baby. That's the way I always do my reviews, which will be awkward when I review the new Bjork album. But coincidentally, the next album that she's releasing is a rack of ribs. She says this is music now. I think it's a bold new direction, if you ask me. Now, I'm not gonna make the same mistake as last time and try to cobble together a smoker out of this thing. No, I'm gonna use it as intended, as a hibachi style grill, but I'm just gonna modify my technique so that I have a greater margin of success.
Because this is a small travel grill, I only have a half rack of ribs with the membrane removed. I'll season it with salt, pepper, garlic rub, and some paprika. I think that's all I'll do for this. Here's what I'm gonna do differently. I'm gonna wrap the ribs in foil from the start, add in a little bit of apple juice, and a tiny bit of apple cider vinegar. Then double wrap it so there won't be any leaks. And here we have a tiny packet of ribs. And look, I've been putting the first cheap grill to good use as a staging area for lighting chimneys of charcoal. It's even more warped and damaged since last time. Probably not the safest place to light piles of fire fuel, but what are you gonna do? This is Weber's smaller chimney, which I'll dump right into the awaiting briefcase grill. Carefully snap the grate down, which was a little bit of a struggle. Definitely a good idea to wear heat-resistant grill gloves for this part. Don't want to burn your precious little hands. Now that the charcoal's in place, I put the packet of ribs on the direct heat. Now every 5 minutes I'm going to turn the packet over for even cooking. And occasionally I'll do a flip and turn. I kept flipping it every 5 minutes until around the 40-minute mark. I took off the ribs and added another small chimney of charcoal as the first batch was burning down. Then put the ribs back on and continued flipping every 5 minutes until around the hour and 5-minute mark where I felt that was enough and it was time to unwrap. And you know, They look pretty good. A little pale, not unlike when you cook ribs in the Instant Pot, but now we'll glaze them with Sweet Baby Ray's. I like Sweet Baby Ray's because it adds a little smokiness and zest, which will be missing from these ribs because obviously we didn't make them in a smoker, we wrapped them to begin with. I glazed and flipped the ribs several times, painting on more sauce with each flip, until I had an appetizing looking rib with sufficient glaze. Everything is better with a glaze.
This is why I glaze everything in my life. Excuse me. I feel pretty. I'm gonna glaze over all of my dark thoughts.
Obviously there's no smoke ring because they were steamed in this little packet, but they still look good. Ribs made on that little travel grill. You know, not that bad. Pretty comparable to what you get in the Instant Pot, because you don't get that smoky flavor that you would get, you know, on the grill, obviously, but you get a little bit because of Sweet Baby Ray. But it's actually not bad. Maybe it could have gone an extra 10 minutes or so. It's not completely falling off the bone, but it's not bad. If these were served at a party, I wouldn't hate it. I would eat a bunch of them. It's not a disaster like the first time I did a cheap grill review. Made a lot less mistakes. I'm really happy with that.
I had a pretty positive experience with this grill. I thought it had a solid construction, a novel design, and it works great as a hibachi style grill. Bring it out for a picnic, cook some burgers, some hot dogs, maybe a kebab.
I think it travels really well with its briefcase design. The only negative I would say is that the grill grate was sort of hard to snap into place and take off when adding more charcoal, but as long as you're careful, it's not that much of an issue.
Personally, I would never buy such a thing, but for a portable style grill, you could do worse. It has a 4-star review on Amazon, and that feels about right. And hey, if you want to follow me outside of these videos, you can follow me on Instagram at EJ Massa, or search for EJ Massa, and you'll see what I cook on a day-to-day basis or week to week. Sometimes they don't make it into reviews, so you might see some things you don't normally see in these videos. Or follow me on Twitter at EJ Massa, and you'll never miss when I talk to you about Final Fantasy V, or when I just share one of my videos. So do that. And please like the video, or comment. Please do it, or I'll glaze myself some more. I'll glaze myself until you think I'm so sweet that I'm irresistible. Till next time, bye.